Hi everyone, welcome back. If you don't know me, my name's Asanette. Welcome to my channel. Today, we're actually going to be speaking about the PhD application process, okay? So let's see, I have some notes because I have to take notes because otherwise I have no idea what to talk about and I look like an idiot. Therefore, all this, it's going to be magically made happen, okay? Thanks to these notes, okay? Yeah, front and back, 2 pages. I know. All right, so my PhD is actually about Hispanic studies, specializing in Spain, and especially collective memory and commemoration of the Spanish Civil War. Okay, let's see. So why did I decide to do a PhD? Because to do something in my field, I have to. There you go. Easy answer. If I want to do something in my field, if I want to teach at university level, if I want to be a big shot, please. If I want to be someone in my field, I have to have a PhD. Easy as that. You have to have a PhD in order to do something in history. So what am I doing? And I already did my MA in European history, did my BA in history and Spanish, and now I'm going to be doing my PhD in Hispanic studies. So it's a perfect combination of everything I've done for the past, I don't know how many years I've been studying, because I feel like I've been studying my whole life. So why did I choose the University of Birmingham? Well, I actually chose the University of Birmingham because I actually go to a church and they have a church planting there. Therefore, that's why. Easy, very easy decision. Actually, no. Okay, so yes, that is part of the reason why I decided to go to Birmingham. But the real reason why I decided Birmingham, besides there being a church there, because that's very important to me, it's because they have a professor that focuses on collective memory. That was actually the main reason. So reason number one, it's divided into 2. So 1A, there's a specialist in my field, and 1B is going to be there's a church. Easy, right? Okay, so that's the reason. Then reason number 2 is because I love the UK and I just really wanted to go back. Originally, I was set to do my PhD on campus. However, due to financial and family reasons, I'm gonna have to stay back here in Orlando and do everything from the commodity of my room while working full-time, which is in a whole nother video because, yeah, a whole nother video. Yeah, I'll get too into it. All right, step number 1 to the PhD application process. Ask yourself the following questions, okay? Let's read them off, okay? Why you want to do a PhD? That's step number 1. Number 2, okay? Where would you want to do it? All right. Then, in what would you like to do it in? That's very important. It actually has a couple of questions within the same question, because it's not just like, oh, what do you want to do in it? But more like, what do you want to do with it? You know, because so one of the most annoying questions I ever get is, oh, so what are you going to do with a history degree? I'm like, a lot of things actually. So there you go. And then, can you afford it? That question actually is the reason why I'm actually staying home and doing it from abroad. It's a lot cheaper to work while I'm doing my degree. And I didn't get any scholarships, so it's all self-funded. So yeah, that's the reason. All right. So step number 2. And your step number 2 is to start planning, okay? And this is all for the UK. So how you plan to do a PhD in the UK. Doing a PhD in the States is a lot different because you don't have to look for a supervisor. You look for professors in fields that you kind of like, but then you actually have to like take classes and stuff like that in the US. So it's a lot different, a PhD in the UK to a PhD here. PhD in the US and the UK are totally different. So yeah. So first thing first, in step number 2 is research what you want to write about, okay? About in the next few years, okay? So you have to want to know, like, are you passionate about writing about the same thing for 3-4 years and be okay with it? Yeah, that's step number 1, because you know that's like very important. Like, you have to be very passionate about what you want to do, because changing your topic, changing everything, it's going to be horrendous. Okay, you do not want to have to change topics halfway through. I'm very passionate about the Spanish Civil War. Like, I can get into a rant about it, and I will at some point during these videos. I'll get like a good rant on it, you know. It's just how it works, because I love the Spanish Civil War. Therefore, there's gonna be a long video about it. Sorry, I spit. Ugh. So there's gonna be a long video about it. Okay, so step number 2. On step number 2. Okay, so, and also, oh, hold on, rewind. Let's go back to step number 1 on step number 2. You need to first be passionate about it, and second, you have to narrow the topic down like 3 or 4 times. So if you think you want to do the Spanish Civil War, okay, well, what part of the Spanish Civil War do you want to do? Do you want to do the time up? Do you want to do the transition? Do you want to do the Francoist period? Do you want to do the Republic? Do you want to do now? Like, what do you want to do with it? It's more than just one thing, okay? So, see, I'm telling you, you have to narrow it down. Step 3, write your research proposal. Okay, so there's a big difference, because in the US, you don't have to write a research proposal. You just do kind of like a letter of intent, more of like a personal statement, let's say. While in the UK, you have to do a research proposal, because that's how you get a supervisor to supervise you. So you need a research proposal, and you need a personal statement also. I have to do both. Let's see. So you have to do research to narrow down your topic. So, okay, you want to do the Spanish Civil War. Okay, now narrow that down. Okay, time period, which one? Topic, which one? All right, what kind of history do you want to study? You want to do military? Do you want to be social? Do you want to do cultural? Do you want to do I don't know, oral history only? Do you want to, what do you want to do? Okay, you got to start building a bibliography. Okay, I used like about 25 sources. I know, a lot, but they were good. Also, you need to start a timeline. Like, how are you going to get this done? Like, first year, what are you going to do? Second year, what are you going to do? Third year, what are you going to do? Okay, it's 3 years. I set it up using summers also. So I'll be working full-time, doing everything full-time. Okay, even during the summer. So I'll probably take like a couple holidays, but that's about it. Then you have to start writing a first, a second, and a third draft. Okay, I wrote way too many of them. Okay, other academics look at your proposal, then write another draft after they look at your stuff, and then you write a semi-final draft, and then you get letters of recommendation. Okay, so that will be your step 4, get letters of recommendation. Make sure that you, while you're doing your MA or doing your BA or doing whichever one you're doing, and then going into a PhD, make sure you get like really good relationships with your professors, because it really is going to help you. Like, that was the reason why I was able to get these letters of recommendation. I built friendships and networking with my professors. Okay, it wasn't just like, oh, you know, whatever. I actually went to their office hours. I like got to know them, so that like in their professional setting, so that I could later do good in their classes. You know, it wasn't just like, oh, I'm in your class, I'm just gonna do what you tell me to do, and then that's it. No, I wanted to know more. So build that professional networking, you know, professional relationship. Okay, let's see what else. You have to contact the professors, at least 2 of them. Okay, send them your research paper, very important, and they might revise it for you. I had one of them revise it for me, so you never know, they might just be like, I will revise your paper for you. And I was like, amen, please, thank you, you're saving my life. So yeah, that. All right, so then after they do that, you finish your research proposal, and this is not even going to be your final draft. This is just going to be your almost final draft. Okay, because after you're done typing your research proposal and doing all this stuff, doing revisions to it, having people look at it, do more revisions and finish revisions, you're gonna have a quasi final draft. Okay, and once you have that, you're gonna start looking for what I call step 6. Look for professors in your field. So look for supervisors. Okay, you're gonna look around everywhere depending on your circumstance. So if you only want to do it online, you have to look at professors that are willing to take students that want to do their PhD online. There's professors that don't want that. So you have to be very careful with that, okay? So make a draft of an email that you're gonna send the professors and just start looking. You're gonna get a lot of rejections. I know I got a lot of rejections. Therefore, just deal with it, get it over with, and just keep looking, okay? I didn't find, like, I started in March of 2018 looking for professors. I got a positive response after a couple of negative responses. And then once I got that positive response, it ended up being a negative response because they didn't align with my final research. That's why it's important to have your final research proposal, your quasi-final research proposal. Gosh, I can't speak. Quasi-final research proposal done and give it to that professor so they can kind of have an idea of what you want, okay? Also, let's see what else we have in here. Okay, and then have two options. Okay, so you have two options, okay? So they're gonna do this. They're either gonna like it and supervise you, or they're not gonna like you and be like, sorry. Or they might be rude about it too. But just don't take it personal. They're very, like, into what they're doing, so they might not like at all what you're saying. Like, they might be the complete opposite position of what you're writing about. Like it was in my case. Like, one of the professors I reached out to, like, they're our complete opposite position of what I went with. So that wasn't a very good idea, even though I have read some of this professor's work, okay? And yeah, so you will get rejections. A lot of them, get used to it. Step 7. All right, let's see what step 7 is. Step 7 is keep looking for supervisors, okay? Took me 7 months to find one. You can do it too, all right? You might get an answer within like a couple days, or you might get an answer 3 months later. I had both, okay? So it might take you forever to find one. It might take you forever to like get an answer back from them. They are very busy people. They do classes, they do research, and they have a life. Therefore, they're not gonna get to you in 3 seconds. So just know that, all right? Step 8, start early. I started a year and a half early. So I started in March 2018. I was gonna start January 2019, but then I decided to just go ahead and push it to October 2019. So I technically started a year and a half ahead. So do it just ahead of time. It's easier. It really will save you a lot of headaches. Just start early. You're not like running to like, oh, I need to find a supervisor. And this way, there's more possibilities if you start early to find a space than if not. So take a tip, okay? So be patient about it. You have to be patient. If you're not patient, you're just gonna struggle, okay? And God likes people who are patient. Therefore, be patient, okay? Let's see what else. All right, step 9. Revise so step 9. If your supervisor decides to revise your research proposal, take advantage of that, okay? So they might look at it, make notes on it, send it back to you. That's why I was saying it's a quasi-final research proposal, because it's not fully finished until they tell you that it's finished, okay? If that's the person that's gonna supervise you and they decide that they're okay with supervising you, take their suggestions, okay? They're not doing it to like break your heart. No, they're doing it because they want to help you, okay? So do that. Step number 10, apply. Easy, right? Yes, have all your paperwork with you. So make sure you have all the documents, have a personal statement, have the letters of recommendation. They're usually asked for 2 of them. So make sure you have them before you actually apply, because it will take a long time for them to actually send them to you. They're busy people, they're academics, they're always busy. So do that, okay? Let's see. And then step number 11, wait. Once you have your finished everything, you turned it in, it's gonna take a while to get a response back, okay? So for me, what happened was that my letters of recommendation didn't come in until like a month after I applied, Okay, so they took a while to get the recommendations in. Like I said, they're busy people. It's not like they're just free to do whatever, like most of us might be. So just be patient and deal with it. That's all I can say. All right. And then you might get an offer. Okay. So that's step number 12. Okay. So my final letter of recommendation came in a day before I got my offer. So once the letter of recommendation was in, I got an offer the next day. My offer was a conditional offer. And a conditional offer means you need to like do something else in order to get fully accepted. So you're accepted, but you need to make sure these are turned in or this is done before you get an unconditional position, okay, in your thing. So you have 3 options you're gonna get. You're gonna get unconditional, meaning you're good to go. You don't have to do anything, just pay your tuition and you're good to go. You can get a conditional, meaning like you have to do something in order to get an unconditional, or you get no offer, okay? Meaning, sorry, try next time, okay? And I literally wrote, try next time. And then conditional is like, really, you have to hurry up and do this stuff. You get a time limit on accepting your offer. So if it's a conditional and you're applying to other schools, make sure you figure out what you're gonna do, because they only give you a certain amount of time to tell them, yes, I'm taking it, or not, I'm not taking it. So I accepted the day I got the offer because that was the only school I applied to. I knew where I wanted to go and I knew the professor I wanted to work with, and that was it. I wasn't gonna work with anyone else. So thankfully, my chances ended up good, but that might not be the case. You might want to apply to 3 or 4 schools and you have to wait, you know? So if that's your case, good luck. I hope that you get in on all the schools, you know, and then you have to decide, oh, I don't know where to go, kind of thing, and see if like one gives you funding or no funding or whatever. I didn't get it. I didn't get any funding, so it's all self-paid. Student loans is gonna be for me. I don't mind doing student loans actually. So I mean, my education, I believe, is worth it. So to me, it's a no-brainer, okay? And yeah, that is it. My notes are done. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I'm gonna go ahead and eat a Frosty because I think I deserve it after speaking this much. So have a great day. My next video, hopefully it's gonna be done within the next 2 weeks. Ooh, Frosty. My dad brought me one. So it should be done in the next few weeks. I hope you guys have a great day. Enjoy this video. If you have to rewind it, do it, you know, don't feel ashamed. So like, subscribe, comment. If you have any questions, please do comment. Like, I will answer, I promise you. I'm always on my phone, so I will answer, okay? So have a great day. Bye.